Hi, this is Amy Dowling here at Fusion Pilates. I'm going to be talking about kitty cat feet. So what are kitty cat feet? Our feet are really our built-in suspension system, but we don't always use them as such. And so we want to think about being able to roll through the foot sequentially, which I think of as like a cat that's landing from a jump. And so when a cat lands, it doesn't just land, right? It lands. And so it uses that suspension and almost drawing away from the floor to kind of soften the landing. And we can do that for ourselves with a little bit of attention to how we use our feet into the floor. So we start just by lifting the heel, pressing through the toes, and then lengthening through the toes and reaching back to the heel. So it's that idea of kind of undulating through the foot. And after you do that a few times, just with the feet right underneath you, you can start to bring this into a little bit more of a dynamic exercise. So if we open the feet apart and you start to reach through the leg, and you can keep the legs long to start with, but then you start to reach and bend. So as I'm doing this, I'm decelerating myself into the floor and using lots of effort, right, even as I release down. So I'm not just kind of clunking down and coming back. I'm using that roll through and articulation of the foot to help lengthen down and soften the reach into the floor. And so as you do this, you have to think toe, ball, heel, heel, ball, toe, toe, ball, heel, heel, ball, toe. And I'm trying to keep the center of the foot, center of the knee, center of the hip aligned as I do this. And then you can start to shift to the other side. And it becomes this lengthening from side to side. And I feel a lot of work in the intrinsic muscles of my foot, the calf, the quad and ham, even a little glute are having to get involved here. So you can also start to quicken your pace, and you can also think of jumping from one foot to the other. So it becomes a little bit more aerobic, a little bit more of a challenge in terms of how you're using your weight, as well as how you're using your suspension system. So again, I'm not dropping my weight, I'm lengthening into the floor and softening that with my kitty cat